I also want to turn to Richard Goodstein, who's here. He's a Democratic strategist, but you're also a senior advisor to the Brady Gun Safety Organization. What do you see as the political implications here?
This result was Donald Trump's doing, just like Dobbs was Donald Trump's doing. He could say whatever he wants about abortion. We are now seeing state after state after state rule out abortion because of Donald Trump. And we're seeing now going to be more guns, more deadly guns on the streets because Donald Trump put on the Supreme Court people who slavishly do whatever the NRA wants. And, Jonathan Allen just said there are very few politicians who are going to stand up. We've got some politicians that are on the Supreme Court, and they're the ones who are basically saying, whatever it is that the gun rights people want is what they're going to rule on. And as he mentioned, there's another gun decision still to come out. But there's been this steady stream of ways in which this Supreme Court, with Donald Trump's 3 nominees, have down the line done what the gun crowd wants. And I think, just like abortion, I think this gun issue is a cleaving issue in this election that people just don't feel safe. They don't feel safe sending their kids to school. And one party is standing up for doing something about that. And one, Trump said that at the NRA convention, we want you to have as many guns as you think you want.
No, but we just heard what Jonathan Allen was saying, and this particular aspect of Second Amendment rights seems to have at least bipartisan support that the ATF should be able to regulate bump stocks, that there shouldn't be machine gun type devices out there. And so do you see potential bipartisan action on this in Congress?
I bet we will see soon enough, just like we saw the Republicans say no to IVF in the context of the abortion debate. I guarantee you Chuck Schumer and Democrats in the House will try to tee up something that will legislate on this bump stock issue, and we will see where the Republicans are. My forecast is that they will find some excuse, just like they did on IVF, to kind of vote it down and kind of make some explanation for why they did that, because they're too loyal to the anti-abortion people and they're too loyal to the pro-gun crowd.
Okay, thank you so much, Richard Goodstein. I want to bring in Emma Brown, Executive Director of Giffords. Thank you, Emma, for joining us. How big of a setback is this for your efforts for gun violence prevention?
Well, so let's just start with the basic fact that the vast majority of Americans don't support bump stocks, right? We have seen that a ban on bump stocks has 85% support across the board. And I think it's really important to talk about what happened today in really plain terms. What happened today is that the Supreme Court has essentially legalized machine guns in this country. And if that sounds insane and unbelievable, it's because it is. A bump stock is a device that converts a semi-automatic rifle, where you have to pull the trigger each time you want to fire, into a rifle where you can just hold down the trigger and you can fire 400 to 800 rounds a minute. And as folks have pointed out on the show this morning, bump stocks were used by the Las Vegas shooter to kill 60 people and hit 400 others in a span of just 11 minutes. And after that shooting, we banned bump stocks in this country. We took an action that was critical for protecting public safety. And today you've seen the Supreme Court roll that back.
So what do you do now?
Well, what we need to see is congressional action, right? As I said, this is not a controversial issue. We're talking about automatic weapons. We're talking about military-grade weapons, right? Machine guns were developed for the American military. They have been outlawed in this country for decades. I think that's important to know. We have been regulating machine guns since the 1930s, right? These are military-style weapons. And so what we need to see is bipartisan congressional action to ban bump stocks immediately. And I think if you're thinking about this fall and you're thinking about the election, this is an incredibly impactful moment where Americans will see very clearly who supports public safety and who supports the gun lobby and the gun manufacturers.